is on page 4. It is item number A2. It's a request for pre-approval of travel pursuant to 78-269, subsection B8 of the Code of Ordinances, presented by Mayor Bartie for the NBC Leo Summer Conference in Jackson, Mississippi on June 13th through June 16th in 2023. And it's a printed amount there of $2,189.10, but as I'm presenting this for a motion, that number would be actually amended to $1,939.10. May I get a motion for approval, Councilman Marks?
So moved.
May I get a second, Councilman Frank? Oh, I'm sorry. Councilman Kinlaw?
Second.
Okay. We're ready for question. We had a question system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mayor, I do have a question. I know that this is a travel request for pre-approval for NBC Leo, which is a constituency group of our NLC conference, as we have other constituency groups as well. I know that there are several conferences that we attend, and I'm one that believes that when you go, you grow. But I have to say this, though, on my departure, that we're friends. But I'm, of course, as everybody knows, we're friends. But to me, I'm always going to say what I have to say. Okay. So basically, I know that, going out, I'm a firm believer of our groups and all that we do because you learn from them. But I do believe that you have to police ourselves and to know we have a policy in place. It's a travel policy that we put in place because of frequent travel in the past. And so we had a team from this committee, from this council, to put a travel policy together. And we've had several mayors' conferences. We've had our NLC conference. We've had our DC conferences. And we're only in May. We have plenty more conferences to go, TML, other conferences. I'm not in agreement I think we need to select the conferences we're going to go to before the year begins and police ourselves as council members to know that taxpayers' dollars are being spent efficiently and that we've decided which conferences we're going to attend at the beginning of the year. I know that the new policy, or the policy we put in place 2 years ago, gives us an opportunity to bring to council whatever conference you want to attend. But we do have several conferences that are already pre-planned. Am I correct? We have TML, we have NLC, and we have one more, Austin, that they're pre-approved. That you don't need to come to the council and ask to go to any of those. But these are constituency groups. They're optional to me. I see that as womenage because I have women in municipal government. So if I wanted to go to their conference, then I would let TML go and then attend this conference. So I say all that to say that I am not in favor of you. I know we had the African American Mayors Conference. You've had the Mayors Conference that's in January. We had NLC conference this year. But I believe as council members, we have to police ourselves and set a precedent for travel to not spend. It's not a very expensive conference. I will say that. And I believe that when you go, you grow. I just believe you have to be selective in what you choose to go to. So my vote is not in favor of this conference.
Okay.
And I'd like to do a roll call vote.
Okay. And for an explanation on this, and the reason I did request the funds, when I did receive approval for the African American Mayors Conference I think approval was done. I forgot when it was done, in January or I believe it was when. Yeah, no, but I mean, but when approval was done, March 14th. Okay, the amount for that conference came to about $5,700, and that was the full amount for the conference. Okay, what I was able to do with the president of the African American Mayors Association, he allowed me to petition the group and receive what we call in the Mayors Group a scholarship for the registration, which was $2,700, which made whatever the city's expenses were for my going to that conference $2,700 less, because I did not need to use those funds because I received that from President Scott. When I returned, I knew that, and I didn't mention it because I wanted to attend the conference first and be sure that it was going to happen when I got there, because if not, I had already let Chris and those know, if I get there and they say that I'm not registered, then you ought to just pay the registration. Well, it happened, and I was able to not use those funds. So those funds were still actually available for me and to me. I am a national officer. I'm the chaplain, so that makes me be a board member as well of NBC Leo, and I represent the city of Port Arthur on it. Now, I did attend the conference on last year, and I took care of my own expenses in Nashville at that conference. However, at this time, because there were some funds remaining from a previous trip that I did not use, and I was just asking, or I am asking for your consideration to use 1,900 of the 2,700 that's basically left over to apply to the summer conference in Jackson in June. Yeah, in June. And as I said, the reason I'm asking it is because the funds are available and because I am a national officer and I do represent the city of Port Arthur while I am there. Okay? So I just did that as an explanation to everyone and even to the council here. Okay, Councilwoman Holmes.
Mayor, I just want to be clear that you're saying that the money is available because you did not spend it previously. So what you're asking us is permission to go on the trip, but the money it hadn't been spent, but it was approved previously
it was approved
for another trip.
Basically, repurpose some funds.
You're repurposing the funds that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions on it? Okay, we're ready for a vote.
Roll call vote.
Okay.
Councilmember Frank?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Holmes?
Yes.
Councilmember Jones? Councilmember Kinlaw?
No.
Councilmember Marks?
No.
Councilmember Moses?
No.
Mayor Bartie?
Yes.
Measure fails.
Okay. And what was the last? What was that?
Due to a tie, it fails.
Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't hear it good. Okay. Now, we'll move to find the page 8 of the non-consent agenda on page 8.